In this video, we will see some of the basic user interface of JMP Pro on Mac, how to open files, how to get some summary stats, and also how to copy and paste your work into a Word document. So to begin, to open a file, once you launch JMP Pro, you will see this dialog. We can click on Open, and it will show us both the files in Excel as well as JMP Pro files. The extension .jmp is for JMP Pro files. We'll open up this Toyota Corolla file. In this case, we'll click on Open. And once you open the file, we have this in a nice spreadsheet-like format where we have the various variables. All the columns are listed on the left panel, and we have our data in the main window. Each row is an observation, each column is a variable. A few things we can do right away. JMP allows us to click and drag and point and choose. So if I, let's say, wanted to hide the first 20 rows, I could select them on the right left pane, then right click, or double click, and then I can click on hide and exclude, unhide and include. So if I hide and exclude them, they show this hidden icon. So when I do analysis, these variables will not be shown. I can also then go over here and I have these excluded. I can click on clear, and then in selection I can click on clear. So now I have the entire data selected. So again, just off the bat, there are a few things we can do with JMP in terms of selection of the data. And if you notice that we have some of these icons here, the blue triangle means that the variable in question is a quantitative variable. It's a continuous variable, and we can do math in it. So if for some reason price had come as a nominal variable, it would have been red bar charts. We could have gone here and clicked on it as a continuous variable. So this is, again, another way to inspect your data. Make sure that your data is coming in the right format. The qualitative variables are coming in indeed as qualitative, as nominal. Usually we'll deal with nominal or ordinal. Ordinal variables are the qualitative variables, and then the continuous variables are the quantitative variables, which we'll do analysis with. So again, a very quick view of making sure that your variables are in the right format. To get the summary stats, we can go to Analyze, we can click on Distribution, and we can choose the first three variables. Again, I can shift and select to multi-select, and I can click on Y columns. If I click on OK, here we see this nice chart that appears. We have a histogram, we have a box and whisker plot. We see that there are some outlier values in price. We also have some cars with really high mileage. And at the onset, we are presented a few statistics like the mean standard deviation, standard error of the mean, and then the upper and lower limits for the mean. But we can also obtain more statistics. So in JMP, a lot of menus are hidden in these red triangles. So if I click here, it offers me the option of customizing summary stats. When I click here, then in this dialog, we can even add and subtract more. So let's say that we also wanted to get the variance. We could click on that one to get the mode. We could click on this. If I wanted to get the range too. We can multi-select and we click on OK. Then notice, because I just worked with price, it is showing me these additional variables just for the price variable. Then here are, again, options display. We can have quartiles, we can have summary stats. We can kind of check and uncheck the various options and explore this in more detail. This is a very quick way of getting the distribution of individual variables. Again, as many I can select and obtain these summary stats. Suppose I did not want the quantiles plot. I can again go on price, look at display options, and then here uncheck quantiles, so the quantile box disappears. Only the summary stats and the histogram are appearing here. Obtaining charts in JMP is also very straightforward. I can exit out of this platform. We go to Graph, then click on Graph Builder. This will open up a dialog where we can basically drag and drop various charts. So let's say I want to plot on the y-axis my price. I can just drag price and bring it to the y-axis. I'm going to apply this against mileage, so I can move my mileage to my x-axis, and we get this scatter chart. And uninterestingly, as mileage increases, price of those used cars is coming down. And then I can uncheck and check here. Here it's fit a smoothing function. I can uncheck that, we just get a scatter chart. Now suppose I want to copy and paste this chart in Word. Instead of trying to do a screenshot, we can jump off of a really nice selection tool, this plus sign. This is a selection tool. I click here, and now this changes the mouse pointer to this selection tool. So I can choose individual items I want to copy and paste. So I want the title, I want this chart, and let's say I want also the axes. So once we have this, we can do Command C or copy this. So it will copy only this view, and we can go to our Word document and then paste our chart here. Now suppose we want to copy this chart in Word. Instead of doing a screenshot, Jump offers a selection tool, which is like this crosshair. Before I start copying, let me show you what actually the crosshair is. So this is the crosshair tool, which will tell you the coordinates of any point on the chart. So if I select here, let's say I want to find the value of this point. If I click on this point, I can see the exact value that this point has. This is the price of 21915 and mileage of roughly 64870. You can see the value of any point using this crosshair function. But here with the selection tool, when I click here, I can click on this price, and then I can drag it down. And when I click copy and paste, it will paste this nicely formatted chart. So this is a better way of copying and pasting jump output. We can do that on charts. We can do that even with the other output. We can just use a selection tool, which is this crosshair here, and use that to copy and paste specific items into a Word document.